You know, they say good things come to those who wait. In this case, for Terminator fans, can the good come already? Hey guys, Joe from Real Talk, and today I have the unfortunate news to say that Terminator Genisys, it's not a good movie. And here is why. When I wanted to go watch this movie, I was optimistic. I've been hearing the bad reviews for this movie. I've been hearing that it's not good, that, you shouldn't set your expectations too high because it's going to disappoint you. And the biggest thing is that I wasn't mad at the movie because of its badness. I was more frustrated and disappointed and confused at what it was trying to deliver with me. So the story follows Kyle Reese, played by Courtney, going back in time to basically do everything that from the first Terminator movie predicted. For him to go back in time to help Sarah Connor, to stop Terminator to live, to produce John Connor. But a twist is made that something happened before he was sent back in time to where something weird happened, and then whenever he got there it wasn't the same. The rules have changed. Terminator's a good guy now at the beginning of the movie, and now that they have to do a lot of different plot elements and to solve a lot of different plot things for the new movie. And the biggest and most frustrating thing for me was that very thing. Why would you fix something that wasn't broken? Terminator 1, Terminator 2 were both fantastic movies with James Cameron. Story was perfectly plotted well. You could do no better with a time traveling movie like Terminator, like the Terminator franchise. A lot of times time travel movies have horrible plot elements, and the plot gets mixed up, and the audiences get confused, and then people get frustrated at the movie. Hence the bad reviews, hence the lack of sequels, hence the lack of reboots. There's rare occasion where a lot of movie franchises do a good job with time traveling. One example would be X-Men Days of Future Past. Not originally time traveling type of movie genre, but a movie that explored that genre and helped it fix the old problems from the other bad movies. This case kind of did the opposite. It kind of did a lot of bad things to ruin the good things from the original Terminator movies. And that's the most frustrating thing, because the Terminator movies alone should be alone. They should be staying there. I was looking forward to Kyle Reese going back in time, maybe a new plot element, something happened, but it just got so frustrating. I was questioning things in my mind the entire time, and I'm going to try to stay away from spoilers. But to be honest, it's confusing as crap. When you go from beginning to end of the movie, you have questions throughout the entire movie. How did this happen? How did he get there? How did that happen? How did they manage to do that? I have no idea. And the thing is that the script doesn't do anything to explain that. And that's the biggest problem, because director Alan Taylor is a great director. He's directed Game of Thrones. He's made this movie as stylistically cool as possible. But the problem did not go with the style of the movie, did not go with the look of the movie. It went with the actual story of the movie. It was too confusing. It was too frustrating to follow. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Emilia Clarke, both great actors for what they do. Arnold Schwarzenegger can't do very much at this point of his career, but he was great in the movie. I thought he was funny. I thought his jokes were on point. We all had a lot of fun in Terminator 2 whenever him and a young John Connor were making jokes back at each other. And, you saw the Terminator try to, attempt to catch on to a lot of John Connor's jokes. And they do the same thing in this movie as well. They even have a nickname for Arnold Schwarzenegger's original Terminator, model. It's called Pops by Emilia Clarke, and I like the dynamic that they both have. That dynamic was good, but the bad thing was everybody else. Jason Clarke, he's an okay actor, but at the same time, he really couldn't do much to save it. J.K. Simmons was great in the movie, but I didn't see enough of him. Also, I didn't see enough of Matt Smith. I wanted to see more of Matt Smith because he has a major part in the movie and is only in it for like 6 or 7 minutes. And that's unfortunate because he's a fantastic actor. You had Doctor Who, Doctor Who from the time traveling TV show, basically an expert on time travel itself, come into this movie and used for 6 minutes. That was frustrating for me. I don't know why they didn't use more of Matt Smith. I think there's a lot of deleted extra scenes with Matt Smith in it, because when you get a high profile actor like Matt Smith, from England, from Doctor Who, with a lot of fandom behind him, you have to use them more. You have to use that to your advantage. And that's one thing I really love that Marvel did with Karen Gillan. They brought in some of that Doctor Who fanatics into the Marvel universe and then made them fans as well. But this movie was bad. It was just bad. I just didn't like it. Courtney, I'm trying to give this guy a chance because he's He's had a good performance in Spartacus, and he has shown a glimpse of being good, but the problem is that when he's put into these major roles, he falls flat. I don't care how bad the script is. Whenever you're Jai Courtney and you have a reputation of being in bad franchises, Die Hard, you have to step it up. You have to show that you're not that bad of an actor and you're ready to step it up. But Jai Courtney, once again, fell flat. And that's making me worry a little bit about him in Suicide Squad. He's not the major character of the movie. And that's a good thing because Jai Courtney was not a good Kyle Reese at all. He really brought in that flat acting with his monotone voice at times and his forced humor scenes. This didn't work for me. Usually when you have convoluted stories like this, you have characters that take away your thinking, because then they kind of distract you from nitpicking all the time traveling stuff. But this movie did not do that. It couldn't do that with me. The script was confusing, and so that's why I'm giving this movie an unfortunate 4 out of 10. Just disappointing. The script was terrible. I mean, the story elements, they didn't need to be fixed. The story elements did not need to be fixed in this movie. They were set in stone. All you had to do was follow the formula that James Cameron did in the first 2 Terminator movies, and you'll be fine. But the problem is that they try to do too much and try to change too much in this movie, and it just became confusing. It was not a Terminator movie. Disappointing directing by Alan Taylor. I thought he was a fantastic choice to direct this movie. Emilia Clarke was a great Sarah Connor, but the problem is, again, the script. She came across as independent, but at the same time dependent on the man at times. And I don't know what they're going for in this franchise. I really, really am hoping for them to finally deliver a good Terminator movie, because it's been so long. But guys, comment below and let me know what you thought of Terminator Genisys. Do you think it was good? Do you think it was as bad as I thought it was? Comment below and let me know. Also, guys, check out some of our other videos here on this YouTube channel. And for a lot more content, subscribe as well. That'd be great. This has been Joel from Real Talk. Go watch the movies. I'll be back.